The Mantis X10 Elite. You're probably thinking, how can this little device help me become a better shooter? What can this thing do to help me put more ammo downrange faster and more accurately? First off, those are some legit questions because at first glance, this device seems too small to do anything correctly. But after you attach the Mantis X10 Elite to your firearm, you'll quickly learn just how powerful this little device actually is. It's basically a shooting coach, just one that doesn't yell at you. So come on, let's check out everything that this little device can actually do. What you're gonna do is get your Mantis, and you have a little lever right here. You're just gonna pull that down. You're gonna slide it onto the front of your pistol. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Super simple. It's secure. It is not going anywhere. Once you mount it to the front of your pistol, you're gonna hit the power button down here, and then that will connect it to your Mantis app on your phone. So I slapped the Mantis X10 Elite to my 365X macro and we headed over to the range. And honestly, I was kind of expecting to be like John Wick, but no. Instead, it told me that my trigger control needed work, and apparently I flinch a lot like I'm playing a game of dodgeball. Go figure. I think RecoilMeter is probably one of my favorite exercises with the Mantis X because it gives you so much information and it allows you to shoot at your own pace. You don't have to wait for a buzzer. You don't have to wait 5 seconds. You don't have to do anything other than just shoot like you normally would. And then it keeps all these statistics for you and then presents it to you in an easy to read manner once you're done shooting. So let's see what happens. Go ahead and select RecoilMeter, hit start, and then just shoot when you're ready. The Mantis X10 Elite is a smart sensor that straps onto your firearm and tracks everything, and I do mean everything, about how you shoot. Think Fitbit meets firearm training, except this one won't nag you for not walking 10,000 steps a day. All right, so let me show you what the Mantis X10 Elite, what the app can do for you. Here on the screen, you can see that we have the 5 shots that we just took. We're honed in on the first shot, and it's gonna give us a lot of information. That very first information is gonna give us is that angle of the recoil for that first shot. You can see when the shot was taken, where the muzzle went up, and then the muzzle came back down. It's drawn that image for us. Not only does it tell you the recoil, but it also gives you the recovery time, the muzzle rise, the recoil width, and the recoil angle. It's gonna give you all that information for you. That way you can better yourself as a shooter and be more proficient with your firearm. The best part about it, this information is not exclusive to the RecoilMeter. This information is just about on every single drill that the Mantis X10 app has to offer. This is what makes Mantis so powerful. This is what makes Mantis, this is what separates them from their competition. They give you all the information that you need to be proficient with your firearm. So once you select open training, you'll see that it is a drill, it is live exercise, live fire, it is I'm right-handed, and the Mantis X is mounted towards the front. So let's go ahead and put a couple rounds down range. Again, I believe I have 15 loaded. All right, here you can see the information for the open training drill that I just went through. You can see all 15 shots, and it also gives you the score for each one of those shots along with the time. So it looks like shot number 10 had the best score of 98.8 with a time of 1.29. If we continue on with the information that the Mantis X has given us for the open training, it also gives us a graph. And here you can see that most of my shots look like they landed just south of the target. I did have one go upright, one to the left, but a vast majority are going to be down south, and possible causes pushing forward and breaking wrist down. And you're probably thinking, Florida Patriot, what the heck is pushing forward and breaking wrist down? And that's a damn good question that Mantis X gives you so you can work on your fundamentals. And they do it in a very engaging way. First of all, they give you a graphic and they show you what it looks like and what you should not be doing. But not only do they give you a graphic, they also tell you exactly what pushing forward is. They also tell you exactly what breaking wrist is. So they give you the graphic of what it should look like and versus what it should not look like. And then they tell you what drooping head is. And again, they give you that graphic of what it should look like. This information is gonna help you become more proficient with your firearm, because you might be doing stuff that you didn't even realize that you were doing had it not been for Mantis X giving you this information. So if we slide over to the right, the next section of information, you can see here's a graph. The top of the page is gonna be your score and every single shot that you took. And then down south, down below, you'll see that every shot represented with the hold movement and the trigger press movement. You can couple this along with the trace information that it gives you as well, because here you can see exactly where the muzzle was aimed, and that's gonna be represented with this squiggly dot. The blue is the hold, and then the yellow is when I engage the trigger. And then you'll see right where the shot went off, and that's represented by the white X, and then that red line is the recoil for the gun. Now, this information is gonna help you become more proficient. It's gonna help you become better with your firearm and get tighter groupings and just overall better control of your firearm. So here's what the X10 Elite brings to the table. And yes, it is more than just flexing on your friends with fancy gear. The Mantis X10 Elite works with dry fire and live fire. It tracks your trigger control, your recoil, and even your draw time. Connects via Bluetooth to a slick, intuitive app. Supports pistols, rifles, shotguns, and yes, even bows for those archery nerds out there. Mad respect, y'all. Mad respect. And it also gives you detailed feedback, such as how your grip affects your shots or even how much you flinched. And yes, it sees that too.
Now I want to show you guys the par timer. So this is just like a timer, but you get to choose all the parameters of the par timer. So if you jump into par timer, but we're going to jump into drill. So the buzzer delay is 2 to 5 seconds. That's exactly what I like. Shot count, no limit. Repeat, no limit. Ready position is other beep, and the par time is 5 seconds. Now, if you're like most people out there, you're probably thinking, what the hell is a par time, and what does repeat, no limit, and what does all this other stuff mean? I have no idea what it means. That's perfect, because Mantis X will help you understand what that means. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see there's a red little information button. If you click on that, it'll tell you what the buzzer delay is, what the shot count is, what the repeat is, what the ready position is, and what the par time is. Shooter ready.
Honestly, the feedback that the Mantis X10 Elite provides is super helpful. You can see exactly what went wrong and when. And the best part, it gives you tips on how to fix it. It's kind of like a shooting coach, except this one doesn't charge you by the hour. All right, so let's break down the pros and cons of the Mantis X10 Elite. Some of the pros are gonna include that it's accurate detail performance feedback. It works with or without ammo. It tracks your progress over time. It's built really tough, and it stays put on your firearm. It doesn't move. And then the app is super intuitive, and it's extremely user friendly. Now, some of the cons are gonna be that it does come out to around $250. It's not cheap, but it is less than a case of 9mm, and it'll quickly pay for itself. And then probably the biggest con, in my opinion, is that you'll quickly realize that you're not as good as you thought you were. It doesn't care about your feelings. It's gonna tell you exactly how bad you are and where you need to improve. Look, if you're serious about improving your shooting, then this thing is worth every single penny. So whether you're training at home, or you're prepping for your next competition, or you just want tighter groups without wasting ammo, then the Mantis X10 Elite is gonna bring that heat. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, smash that like button. The YouTube algorithm loves when you guys interact with our videos. Also, drop your questions down below. And as a thank you, I'll do my best to respond to as many questions, as many comments as I possibly can. Or you can simply go to the comment section and then roast my shooting form. I'm okay with that. I'm a big boy. I got this. I can take the heat. I promise. Just thank you for everything you do for this channel. And please don't forget, I'll see you at the next gun show. Take care, y'all.